All right, let's review what some people are hired to do. Let's review their work. So one was a developer to just do the auth and onboarding for me for Mo Foods, so I can focus on the other apps. And he did well. I already made an account, so you won't be able to see the other onboarding, but I made a video about it. Go look for it. I don't remember what I titled it, but this is good. You can like sign in with Google and all that stuff. And actually, if I sign in, well, yeah, I don't want y'all to see I won't test it out. But actually, no, wait. The onboarding, I'm slow. I just woke up. If we go here, it should show up here. Now, this goes into show like you have to be really specific on what you want because I should have told him that one part of the screen was supposed to be animated, but I was like, you know what? I'll do it myself, and it was on me anyway because I didn't tell him. So let's get this going. I don't know the difference between these two. Like it looks organized, but his folder structure is a little different. Um, Once I show you this, I'm gonna show you the person I hired to make a new logo for me and the designer I decided to partner with to design Cali and my thoughts on it. Um, yeah, and I'll tell you what my plans are when working with freelancers. Okay, so I guess this one is a viewer because it doesn't seem like I can do anything. There should be another onboarding, so this one should be it. It better be. It's not. Okay. Post onboarding. Again, I'm slow. You probably saw that and was like, "Whoa, click there." Get started. Mm. Okay, so this is what was in the Figma design, and it's great. And shout out to the designer that literally just was like, "I'll help you out." You didn't even charge me a lot. He was just like, "Yeah, bro, I got you." But anyway, you click continue, and ask you for your preferences, access to location, and um, all that stuff. And again, so the viewer, interesting. I'm not sure what post onboarding view. I'm not sure why he did it like this, unless this is like the. Okay, I see. This is like the template. Yeah, this is the template for it, and then this is the thing that actually does it. Uh, but where is he? Okay, there it is. He's getting the image. Yeah, post onboarding view is like the placeholder stuff. All right, so now you can see it here, right? And this will actually show up the enter like after the other before this screen. It'll show like select your preferences, um, which will be this one right here. And this is all um, the other stuff. Come on, load quicker. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Anyway, moving on. I hired someone to do my logo. Wasn't feeling it. He does good work. I think I made a video talking about it. What in the world? Um, but this just isn't it. This isn't what I envisioned. Like this looks less good than the other stuff he made. This one's good. So one and two were my favorites, but I was like, hey bro, this doesn't really capture what I wanted, and I wanted a concept one with him um not using the afro look. So I told him that to go with something. I don't have the email up, but you'll see it soon enough. And if it doesn't work out, I'll just be like, nah. All right. Next up, we have this. Hold on. All right, back to it. How to do something. What was I talking about? The Mo Foods, the logo, all these freelancers I worked with, and the other freelancers. I'll speak on that later. But let's talk about Cali. Uh, this is Cali, the AI calendar you can talk to, and I had someone work on it for me. So they did the wireframing, pretty cool. Right, got it all situated. Blah blah blah. I was like, all right, the layout looks cool. I honestly should have stopped them here and gave more feedback. Uh, but I figured it's wireframe, so maybe they won't go that hard on it. But I should have I don't know, should have told them because I'll tell you in the next slide. Here's the concepts for the branding. I wasn't expecting a new logo, but she did it, and I was like, okay, I think this is better than what I got, so I'll take it. But these are three concepts, and I went with this one. I went with this one for Cali. All right, this one was cool, but wasn't really feeling it. Uh, and this one was a nice touch. I actually liked it, but ultimately, this one was the best one. All right, now here's the high fidelity design. So it's cool, right? However, uh, it's not how I pictured it. Well, it's no, I expected it a little different, and I'm about to just tell her this is fine in the contract here and just work with it, um, because this is a high fidelity um, design, and telling her to change it completely up is going back to I guess the wireframing, but it wasn't. It looks like Google Calendar still, and I was trying to avoid that. I was trying to do a. I was hoping for a drastically different or a brand new fresh take on calendars by this person, and I didn't really get it. So here we'll go to. It's not a bad design. It's just it doesn't capture my vision for what I wanted a calendar to look like. And I sent design references, like things that I liked, because the whole idea is this calendar is supposed to be a little more social, like feel social, because it's not like a Calendly type of app or booking app. It's not a Google Calendar or Outlook. I'm not trying to give that professional vibe or trying to get something a little more social. So I want to like more emphasis on like family and friends. It's all about finding time for the things you actually care about outside of work. Even though you can do work stuff on it, it's to kind of move that stuff to the side and focus on finding time for your friends and family. So, I wanted components that were a little more people like. There was another design. This one looks really nice. It's different. I don't know. It's just different. And even though it's a calendar app, you can tell it just gives like a different look and feel that unfortunately this one just doesn't really give. It feels like they took something and just said, "This is Cali." Like it feels like this is one of the concepts I sent, and it feels like they just kind of took this and said, "Here's the Cali version." Um, and yeah, that's not what I wanted. So, to kind of explain that to them, I feel like I just want to end the contract here and just grab it. And this is why I said I'm going to learn design and do things myself, because you know, who knows my vision better than myself? And if I could just do the skills, like if I could design it and code it, I'm good. It's not going to stop me from working with designers and things, especially when I have to make the games that I want to make. It's just, I just need to be, it's just all comes down to communication. So I'm going to end the contract here with this person and just take this and I can do it myself. So that's one of the good things about um, knowing how to work Figma and you know how to do this stuff. But it's just a little unfortunate that I spent some money on you know trying to get my branding right, trying to get the biggest app I plan to launch right, and it just didn't go the way I envisioned it. And I can't tell you how much I typed, explained, gave examples of what I was trying to do, and they couldn't kind of get it. Um, and I put it on myself still because at the end of the day, they went off of what I had to give them. This guy did great, even though he didn't animate some stuff that I originally like. I didn't say that, so he wouldn't have known. But he got the job done, and this is a great starting point for me to build Mo Foods in April. So I just got to check his code. All right, that's all I got for y'all. Um, so yeah, I think this is like I have one contract going on with another freelancer uh, who is doing the web apps after I did the front end for it, and he's doing Firebase and Stripe integration stuff. I've got a history with him. He's solid. He's good. I'm not worried about him. And the look and feel of the app is already done. Those apps are done. He's just doing the Firebase and Stripe for me. So I'm not worried about that, and he does great work. But I feel like he will be the last freelancer I work with this year. Uh, except not that's not including the game designers and artists I want to work with for getting the stuff worked out for the games I want to work on. and start next year because I'm trying to get that all situated. And the other, I don't really count them in here, but I'm trying to make shoot like a commercial or an ad for Mo Foods. I got like two videographers, one friend in New York and another one in a city neighboring me, and I already know their work. I've actually worked with them at a nonprofit, and this stuff is just fire. They make good stuff, so I got two videographers who are gonna help me shoot like TikTok and YouTube ads and whatnot. That I'm gonna reach out to, and then someone to just do the App Store screenshots for me. Yep. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna Sanger, if you watch this, you and me are gonna sit down and dissect this and see how we can um remix it. So yeah, I feel like I don't feel like I wasted money. I felt like I spent too much money, you know, trying to get some help, but it is what it is. I'm gonna make more money. It'll all come back, and this was a great learning experience. But now I'm going to sit down and literally jot down my notes in Notion of like, okay, this is how it went. Let me see. That's something else. My other notes. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and jot down everything, all my notes, everything I learned for, how to go about what I need this year, what I don't need this year, what I can do myself, and the little things I need to start, right? It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be um like finished. It needs to be done. Like done. I think that's what the quote I remember. Done is better than perfect, or done is better than, you know, it's not done, or it's on local host. Like these things got to be out of my head on the app store. People can use it, and then I can just grab feedback, and that's what I need to do, and that's what this place is gonna kind of remind me of. Which is why I joined the. I did season 2. I'm in season 3 now. I'm gonna try to build a little bit of more foods, an ugly version that just works, and then go from there. But it would have been nice to save some money, but it's already out. I already paid these people. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be a little honest with the thing and be like, hey, this is great. Doesn't really capture exactly what I wanted, but I think this is a good starting point. I might remix it myself, but yeah, yeah. And then for him, this guy is still doing um updates. The thing with him, if I say like, bro, I'm not using any of it, he'll actually refund me half of it. So half the money I gave him. Wasn't a lot, but it was a lot. Not a lot. Like definitely, if y'all want a ballpark, I did not go like more than 500 or anything, or 600, 800, 9,000. Nah, did not spend that much. Always keeping like the hundreds, couple hundreds. Um, it's just it's the thing when all these are together. That's when it's like, could have done that without. But you live and learn. Doesn't hurt the bank. It just bruises it. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I got. Wanted to share with y'all. The updates with Callie. Yeah, like calendar you can talk to, and yeah, we're gonna change some things up. She did do some really cool stuff. Like I like this. There's some stuff I can reuse, which I definitely will. Um, it's just it doesn't give the feel of. I'll make a separate video of it of like what this thing is supposed to be like. I feel like I'm thinking more. I'm trying to think as a artist with this thing, and not like an engineer or like. Of course, when it comes to UX, it has to solve a problem. It's not about looking nice. Um, but I feel like this it's like when people look at this, they're like, I'm just gonna go use my Google Calendar. Or if it solves the problem, it's fine. It's just like, no, it's just it doesn't capture what I'm trying to um, portray to the customers, to the users that's gonna use this app and be like, yeah, this is a place where I come to like make time for myself, my family, and friends, and you know, like it's not to you know you can do stuff like this, but I feel like it's just too big of an emphasis on it, and no, it needs to be more social and more personal to your personal life. I want like you can do your work here, but I want the priority to come off as, oh, so and so is free on Saturday. I want to hang out. Hey, the thing that you like to do, like roller skating, here's a good time to do it. But you gotta, you got a meeting here. How do you want to, it's about like getting that work stuff out, getting away from that and just making time for the things like live your life. Like don't make it all about work and that's what I really wanted to matter because you can do that on Outlook. People use Outlook and Google for that stuff, but you don't. And I use Google for personal stuff. Like I just label when I'm going to work, but I took out the work stuff because I go on my work calendar on freaking on Teams, and I see nothing but work, and I'm like, it's just like where's you don't see your life on this calendar, and that's what I don't want. I want to figure out how to mix the two, but make it about this. Like, yeah, I want to go to the gym. I want to go roller skating. I want to go hang out with friends. Oh, Chris is free on Saturday. The AI just said, hey, this is event that's happening that you guys like to do. You want to like, you know, you could do this after 5 because you leave work at 5 or 5:10, right? I don't want this thing to come off as like a project management tool. It's a life tool. It's a life managing tool. I hope that makes sense. That's my little rant. But I don't feel like this design does that. And to be fair, I even told her, like, I don't even know if it's even possible for her or for anybody to kind of do that. But I think it is because, some of these designs, not this one, somewhat of this one mixed with the other stuff I've seen can do it. So I'm gonna keep going at it, but I think it's best to. Sometimes you gotta leave an artist and go with a different artist because some artists, they're good at one thing, but they can't like go out of their norm. Every artist got like a signature feel to their stuff, and I gotta either no, I'm not gonna look for them. I'm gonna do it myself because I know what I want. And Sanger, I'm gonna reach out to you, and I'm gonna go for your consultation on this stuff. All right, y'all. That's all I got. Deuce. Wait a minute. Was something else I was supposed to? Nah. Last more one more time on the calendar review. All right, here. This is what I was gonna show y'all. I'm gonna build 2 apps on Saturday, 2 apps on Sunday, to catch up to my deadline of building the apps. And there are a few apps that I've removed, or I think I already mentioned in another video which apps I took out. Hold on, where is it at? This is what I want to show y'all. These are the apps. Um, these are the ones. Guess who? Yeah, I think guess who is not working? It's not coming out, but there's a video in the summer about that. So I'm literally making videos of for the summer of like what's going on. So throughout the summer you'll get updates. All right, that's what I want to say. And it's time to get back to work.